Yeah, so they were bringing back to my remembrance a situation. Um, Not that it was the first type of situation. And I say type because I've had other situations, but they're not exactly the same, but they carry the same type of attitude and spirit. So they were bringing back to my mind um, a scenario that occurred um, where the example provides me with sufficient evidence in my life, right? Not by way of somebody else's life or somebody else's experience or what I heard on the news or in a protest or in some type of organization. No, this is stuff that I have bared witness to in my own personal journey. Okay? And definitely in the goddamn workplace. Okay? There is an extreme prejudice against Black women. And now that I am understanding more and more so divine feminine energy, right? And how she is the beginning. And how this starts with the Black woman. It is of no surprise to me why those who have yet to become the governor and sovereign being over their mind become pawns for this extreme prejudice attitude towards the Black woman. Okay? The account that is being brought to my mind, there was no behavior that would warrant someone to treat me in the manner in which they treated me. It's very subtle, right? Very subtle. So much so, because I had some dignity and I have some self-awareness, luckily I did not fall for the trigger. Yeah. And like I said, these people do this unaware. I mean it. When I say they are pawns, they are pawns. Okay? And so when they subscribe to this extreme prejudice programming towards the Black woman, right? They tend to want to carry out certain antics in order to get a reaction from her based on what the programming has provided to them as a prediction. Yeah. It's entertaining, to say the least, because those who don't have governance over their own mind, right, are busybodies. They are preoccupied with other people's lives. They have no purpose. And if they did have a purpose, they are neglectful of that purpose because they are too busy paying attention to us. And so they think we are here to be some form of entertainment. In some cases, a scapegoat, right? Because like I said, these people are not taking accountability for themselves. They are deflectors, projectors, right? Who will never acknowledge what they have done wrong or what they are doing. When you can have a group of people not understand what the problem is with the behavior, that they are demonstrating towards another, unwarranted, there is no room for conversation. Ask me how I know. How do you know, Deborah? Because despite all the efforts that you have made to clarify how this behavior has affected you, it is still an ongoing problem. And they wish to convince you that this is normal. This is never going to change. This is normal. This is what happens. You just have to keep talking about it. Yeah. The same way they have convinced women to stay in abusive relationships and talk it out. Yeah. You're not trying hard enough. You're not forgiving. You're not looking at him from his point of view. Try putting yourself in his shoes. Yeah. Time's up. It doesn't work. It does not work. What did they say about people who do the same thing, expecting different results? What did they say about people like that? And why do you think so low of yourself to believe that maybe, just maybe, I left out an important detail? And that's why I'm constantly getting this counsel to just stick it out, to just keep going, keep trying, and don't give up. Yeah. Why is it that you are constantly making excuses for this behavior? Yet, the person in which or groups we are talking about here are not held accountable. Okay. They say, okay. Yeah. Well, we initiated it with the thought that I'm being treated with ill will here, right? So you brought it up. So yeah, you're going to have to bear that. Yeah. Okay. We're the identifier. We're seeing this here. We're picking up on the energy here of what these people and what these groups are dropping. Yes. But my question is, why do we expect them to change, since it's us who pick up on the energy? It is only because you have discernment that you can pick up on the energy. And in their actions, they would have never took a second thought to think, maybe this ain't right. No. Yeah, no, that would have not. Yeah, so we get it. Yes, right? They're not going to pick up on this because it's coming from you. Again, we're going back to the intelligence. The inward telling. Yeah. That act of inward telling going on inside of us is picking up on what they are dropping. So that is the point. Why are we making it seem like they're going to pick up what we're getting? Yeah. When the very reason why they behave the way in the manner in which they do is because they think it's okay. They think it's okay. So the solution ain't for me or any black woman to go teaching a motherfucker how to treat us. We must just be who we are. And like I said, with the account that came back to my remembrance, what they were bringing to my attention, with the little bit of dignity that I had enough self-awareness and emotional intelligence to pick up on what was happening as not to be ensnared by their ignorance. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, to whom much is given, much is required. Okay? In other words, I'm the big sister here. I'm the elder. I know what's happening. So with that, I must act accordingly. And I must know that this is not a matter of trying to convince someone that what I know is right. Because if I'm the elder, that means they're the youth. And that's the reason why they're acting the way they're acting. Their behavior was very childish. Right? Shocking enough to where the program, that would have you to believe that a person who's in an adult body would be mature, would be an elder in spirit, but that's not the truth. So there's a shock factor there because you're saying, I could understand this in elementary, but not in the workplace, not with grown adults. No. Yeah. But that's where spirituality takes precedence and helps us to understand. The avatar aged. Yeah. But these are arrested in their development and therefore are children. Yeah. Can be likened to children with grown ass toys. Yeah. So you just imagine a child. Yeah. Having access to what typically is handled by an adult. And that's where you get the seriousness of these circumstances. You're not dealing with a child who has a toy, right? And doesn't have the means to walk outside, get in a car, drive to a store, and buy a good or service. These are children in adult bodies able to move freely about the cabin of the earth, if you will. And so you can imagine the seriousness of being around and subjected to childish minds such as these. So much so, you have to stay centered and remind yourself of these things. And like I said, with the little bit of dignity that I had at that time, the wherewithal to know, I had to pause for a minute. Yeah. So the account that was being brought to my remembrance, without going into a whole bunch of detail, yeah, had a shock value to it because of the indoctrination. Because, we tend to get pleasantly surprised. And I wouldn't even say pleasantly in this situation. We tend to get surprised when we overestimate or underestimate people. When we give an over or underestimation, that's where you're surprised. There's a shock value there. Yeah. So that shows where I was at in my level of growth to have been emotionally affected. Not enough for me to act out. Like I said, I had enough dignity. Yeah. Not to allow their triggers to get the best of me. But internally, if I was to be honest, I was shocked. Because to me, I'm saying to myself, this ain't happening again. This is still going on. Yeah, like a lot of us say, oh, it's 2024. Oh, it's, this is still going on. Yes, it's still going on, people. Yeah. And I'm no longer gonna be surprised. You know what? Because I realized this is not something that we can fix. The only thing we can do is just be. The awareness is about you coming into alignment with your higher self and not being ashamed of that, despite who got a problem with that. Yeah. We know it's not about controlling what other people do. It's about doing what we do and doing it to the best of our ability. Yeah. But just playing, I mean, they showed me this account and it's so interesting because to just see, to go back and rewind that and say, yeah, wow, yeah, I remember that. I had to attend to the little one, but yeah, it's one of those accounts where, yeah, sorry, I had to stop again. So yeah, I remember this particular account because there were so many variables and players in this situation, and having these encounters personally with them and them as a group coming together and then just having an op within their group, do what they do best. Yeah. Do what they do best, which is it, like I said, looking to trigger, looking to start stuff. And I'm telling you, a lot of people can relate to this. A lot of our people can relate to this. Yeah. Because when you do have those people who want to come out and speak on that or speak to that person and address it, they act like a complete, like Karen does. They act like Karen does when she gets confronted about her antics, and it's like, oh, this whole, they'll try to make you feel as though what you're seeing is not what you're seeing, or the energy that you're picking up on is not what you're picking up on. That's why I said there's no room for conversation. There's no room for resolve, right? Yeah. Because like I said, this starts with us. This is the intelligence going on inside of us and what we're picking up on. So yeah, sure, you can be kind and let a person know, hey, that's not cool. You don't see that this is not cool, and have an exchange. But really, in all reality, the reason why on a collective scale that we're still dealing with the stuff that our ancestors were dealing with years ago is because there is no resolve. Yeah. The resolution is yourself. Yeah. To go within and do what you need to do to build up your confidence, to know that what you see, what you touch, and what you taste, and what you handle is real. Yeah. It's real. That you not second guess yourself. This is the liberation. This is the liberation I've been experiencing. Is that right there, that conviction, that confidence, yeah, they can't kill it. Because I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm talking about. And I don't need nobody to validate that. Right? I don't need nobody to validate that. It's very real. It's very real. And it's a lot of the things that we brush under the rug for the simple fact, yeah, that you think the victory is in getting these people to agree with you. Yeah? That's what you think. Yeah? I hear something totally different, and that is not the answer. I don't hear that. I don't hear that at all. Especially considering, yeah, you don't get, yeah, to do harm and to do injury, right? You don't get to do these things and then turn around, right, with the expectation of, if somebody got a problem with you, they're to go through due processing. Nigga, you didn't go through no due processing when you did what you did. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? So that's why I said I don't have a conversation. I'm not having a conversation. I don't have conversations. People that know me, people who have worked with me know this. I'm not having a conversation with you. If you had, yeah, the grace to have a conversation with me where I did come up to you and I expressed something that I picked up on, and I just wanted to, kumbaya with you? Yeah? Take it as that. It was grace. Yeah? Because today, it won't happen. It will not happen. Yeah? Not doing it. Yeah? Because I'm tired of all the bullshit. I'm tired of all the bullshit. Because it's all bullshit. Especially with us who take the time out to let ourselves know, you know what? I don't do that. So I deserve better. Yeah, I deserve better. No, you're not going to have me sympathize. Yeah, there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Yeah, you want me to sympathize so that you don't have to change. Right? You want me to join you in your misery, and that's not going to happen. I'll empathize. Yeah, that means I'm going to provide the solution, and the solution is me setting the example. That's the solution. Me living in my authenticity, so I'm not a hypocrite. Yeah? And if you can't pick up on that and learn from that, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't got nothing to say. Yeah? Because all this talking that people do, all this talking, yeah, to no resolve, yeah, waste of time. Waste of time, waste of energy. It's a clear indication that we're doing something wrong. It don't work. Yeah? It's the same knowledge that's being dropped right now through all these beautiful souls right now that are trying to wake these women up and letting them know, listen, stop talking. Stop explaining yourself. Shut it down. Take your energy back. Yeah, don't say nothing. Yeah, do what you got to do for you. Yeah, because people that operate in that low vibrational frequency are likened to children. Children don't learn from words. They learn through behavior and action. They watch you. They observe you. So you show them in action. Show them in action. And don't let this be about them. Let it be about you knowing that there's no life in being somebody that you're not. You gotta be yourself. Yeah? Enough with the suicide, right? Enough with the self-sabotage. You gotta be yourself. So yes, sis. You're not crazy. You're not delusional. You picking up on it. You see it. Yeah. You know it. You been knowing it. Yeah. But the damage is trying to convince. That's the damage. It's not that these people have any power. It's not that these people are superior. It's not that these people are stronger or more intelligent. Yeah, it's you trying to convince them of who you are. Just be, dear. Just be.